I have no idea how loud the background noise is. Let's move this real quick. Excuse me. Hi, aquarium animals and me. We're looking at my Madaka Japanese rice fish tank right now. Here. They're all gathered over here. Thank you for the sub. If we look over here, my giant guppy is saying hello. She's currently in quarantine. She shouldn't really be next to this tank, but I take all the precautions that I can. I just got her last weekend at the aquarium expo that I went to. It was my first time ever going to an aquarium expo. It was a little overwhelming, but I had a lot of fun. I got to talk to a lot of people, which was fun, I think. That's the best part. When I'm looking at these Medaka, take this. When I'm looking at these Medaka, you can see how strikingly orange this one is compared to over here. Oh, I scared that one. Compared to these, like you can see them side by side. These come from the same parents originally. They all came from the first, like, same first 10 Medaka. And let me put this back so I'm not shaking. There we go. They all come from the first, like, 10 Medaka that I got. They were all the Yokihi type of Medaka. You can see some of the fry compared to the larger fish. They, typically in this tank, they don't eat their fry. I haven't seen that a lot. I think it's because it's like very heavily planted. Hi. Let's see. I have to look at my comments on my iPad over here. For some reason, they're not showing up. How are you tonight? That's great to hear. I'm doing pretty good. I was talking about these Medakas right here. Where are they? Over here. On how they're different colors, even though they came from the same parents that were bright orange. But we got some of these white ones. The orange ones are called the Yukihis, and the white ones are called Platinum. Thank you. It's quite overgrown right now. I'm gonna have to do a rescape on it. This is a 20 long. Let's see. I'm gonna pop you off here for a second. So this is the other side. You can see the crypts over here. The fish here don't really favor this side as much as this one for some reason. Oops. I got my my giant guppy over here. I got her at the fish expo that I went to last weekend. Yep, last weekend. And if she wants to cooperate, we can see how big she is. There she goes. I don't really like the 20 longs. They are not tall enough at all. As you can see kind of in this tank here, I think the light's too bright, but if you look at the air pump, it comes right up to the water surface. So it doesn't really give flow. The sponge filter, not the air pump. It doesn't really give flow to the whole tank. So I'm lucky because I have Medaka in here, which really, they could go filterless and be just fine. And I have a lot of plants. But if I was doing anything else, I would have to have 2 filters. Yeah, she is what they call a giant guppy. Oops. Let's see. She is... Let's see if I can get her attention. Here we go. She's what they call a giant guppy. I don't know if you can see. This is a 5.5 gallon just for quarantine. She's almost 3 inches long. She's about the size of one of the larger betta fish. I was going to shorten the tube, but I had to get a replacement because the last one I tried shortening, I broke. Let's see. Oops. Alright, over here behind me, I have the 2 10 gallons, and these are 2 3.5 quarantines, and a jar. I don't know if you can see that very well. Over here, 2 10 gallons, and the ones with the blue tops are the they're like 2.5 gallons or something like that. And I use these, the same one that's in here, and the 2.5 gallons. It's like a mini sponge filter. I got the air pump because I'm medicating, because she, I don't know if you can tell, but she has some injuries from when she was in with males. They absolutely attacked her tails. All her other fins are pretty good. I much prefer, I have oops, that's annoying. Sorry. Over here, I have, here, let's go over. Hold on. Over here, I have another quarantine with female guppies that are much smaller than my giant guppy. And then, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure y'all don't get seasick. Over here, we have my coolie loaches. And this is my coolie loach tank. I fed them, so the snails and the coolie loaches are all out. Oops. I got this on. It's Christmas moss and Sawasser tang this weekend as well. I'm from Texas. Got some Gambusia affinis here. This is my 10-gallon breeding tank. If you can see them whipping around, I got some cool ones in here. So there's also the least killifish. But you can see that some of them have gotten real dark. I've been trying to breed for that. And then I have another type of Medaka in here. I got these real sick looking, there we go, the male guppies. I got 3 good looking ones. I got some that just don't look so great. And I don't know, I think this one's going to be too dark. These are my green neon tetras. I got betta fish in here too. He's in jail. This is my jar. I got this plant here from Warrior Planted Tanks when I went to the convention yesterday. Here, let me sit back down. Here we go. Let's lower that again. There's like the tiniest little baby fry right here. I don't know if y'all could see that. I was like, it probably just hatched today. Yeah, I really like the nano fish. I like the under 3-inch fish. But once I get my big tank up and running again, my 55-gallon, and then I have a 600-gallon I have to fix. I really like the Dojo Loaches and Beischer. But I'm not like a huge like cichlid fan. I mean, they're beautiful. I just personally I don't want to keep them. I see the discus and I think they're beautiful. Oscars are absolutely stunning. They're just big. I actually know a breeder who breeds like rare Oscars. He's an older gentleman. Lives not too far from me. Seven Oscars is a lot of Oscars. What kind of tank do you keep them in? I don't really know. Like I said, I don't keep them, so I don't really know much about them. How do wild caughts work with Oscars? I know that I have the green neon tetras I have are wild caught. I think they're all female though, which doesn't bode well for breeding. 2 in a 240-gallon. Big fish. Giant fish. I think, yeah, my biggest tank right now is the, well, technically it's the 600-gallon, but I don't have that up and running. A lot of my decommissioned tanks are in the other room. They're all nasty, so. Is having one in a 75 pretty standard? Does the footprint matter? I know with some of the larger fish, they have to have like a specific footprint, like it has to be longer than it is tall or whatnot. I really don't like dealing with ick. Ew. I got this big old horsefly. Ew. So does the length or the depth matter more? So like, does it have to be longer than it is like wide? Because I know that a lot of those big fish have problems where like people keep them in too small of tanks, and then they get the weird like kink in their spine, and they're like kind of round. I brought in a fish for somebody I like ordered it online for them. It came in and it had that. I was like, its spine was crooked, but like instead of being like this, it was like that. And like this was the tail end right here. I don't understand how people can keep fish like that. Excuse me. So a 75 gallon isn't much bigger than a 55 gallon. I don't really know anything about cichlids. I'm more of like a, again, I like the nano fish, like these Medaka. I'd like to say that I like guppies, but I don't. They die so easily. Their genetics are so messed up. In terms of health, I think that I like the Gambusia better compared to guppies, even though they're not so as colorful. How, like, what are the stands like for the bigger tanks? Because like my 55 gallon is like and all my tanks are on these cinder block and wood. I don't is that just how people keep them with the, like I do with my tanks with the cinder block and wood? Because I can't imagine that, like, the cheap, like, Petco, PetSmart, big box fish stored stands would do much. I think they'd break a lot. Yeah, I think that the DIY stands are much better for I mean, all tanks. I mean, they might be ugly, but I like to feel secure that I could probably put like 10 of my tanks on top and it wouldn't break, you know? Let's see. turn around. Hold on. Whew. There we go. That looks better. I was on my iPad to read the comments. Put this up here. I've been looking at the garage rack things, but right now I just don't have the room for them. I want to get more tanks, but I think my house will fall apart. With the racks, do you have to attach them to the wall in any way? Like, are they top heavy? That's good. I wouldn't want to attach anything to the wall. There's a few stands that I was looking at that were like, you have to attach them to the wall, and I'm like, I don't want to do all that. I like the aesthetics of those like tall aquarium stands, but I'm not attaching nothing to the wall. I don't want to do all that. All my stands, well, except for I have a lot. I have the 2 10 gallons, 2 like 3.5 critter keeper things, and a jar over on that, over here, where the gambusia are. That's like a built-in desk. But besides that, I have 2 DIY stands with the cinder blocks, and then my big tank is a custom one. Somebody made it, like the guy that I was talking to said that he made it in like the 80s, and it's like 7 feet long, and the bottom is wood and like what I think is epoxy, because it like on the corner and in some places where it touches on the outside, so like this is the inside, here's the corner on the outside, it's like cracking the epoxy, what I think is epoxy, on the outside of the corner, like the thick part of the bottom, so like it touches like this, and this is like the bottom, so I think it's like epoxy, like soaked wood or something like that. And I mean, it needs to be fixed, but the thing's so huge, I can't like flip it over myself, even when empty. Like I can't move it. But he said that he made it in the 80s, and I got it for like $150. I want a rack for 10 gallons. I want to do these fish. I'm breeding them. These ones. These are the Medaka Japanese rice fish, and I want to continue breeding them, but I need basically a bunch of 10 gallons to separate all the different colors so I can get better quality. And then I want to continue importing the eggs from Japan to get colors that either are too expensive here or you can't get here yet. Yeah, we don't have basements here, so I'm lucky where I just had to, I called a moving company to put it into my garage. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. I called the moving company to, I had like 8 big guys, just push it into the garage. I don't think that without the moving company I could have gotten it at all. I can barely pick up my 29 gallon. Oh man, walking pneumonia. That sounds like crap. Okay, I'll check it out. I had back in like, what was it? I think it was June or July. I had COVID. And like ever since I had COVID then, I've just been getting sick like once every other month. And it's like a cold, but not a cold. It's just weird. And everybody's like, it's allergies. And I'm like, I don't think it's allergies. I don't know what it is though. Three days with a fever of 100.6. Absolutely not. Not me. I'd be in home in bed. Oops. I dropped y'all. Yeah, it sucks when you're forced to work when you're sick. I'm not a big fan of I don't know, corporate greed, I guess. just kicked my thing. I do have an Instagram. It's should be the same as my channel name. If it's not, it's the same but with dots in between. I don't remember which one it has it. I have a link tree. I'll type it into the chat. Thanks for the follow. What's the link thing? It should be in my bio. I have the link tree in my bio, so. I've been trying to get onto Instagram more. Mostly because I don't want to be stuck on just YouTube forever. A lot of people that I talk to tell me to branch out, so. I think I followed you. Well, I have a newer account, so they don't let me do anything. Oops. Oh no. I'm not trying to do everything on my iPad because it won't let me. I'm using Streamlabs to stream. And all of this is new to me, so I want to go onto Rumble, but I'm banned, and I don't know why. I watched one person's thing. I said like 2 things, and then the next time I checked in, I was banned. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I heard that I don't have to be as good on Rumble. So, I wanted to try live streaming over there. I'm trying real hard not to swear. I'm a swearer, that's for sure. There's certain things that like I'll never be able to talk about on YouTube. I gotta be careful I don't slip into a rough conversation. Yeah, I've been in your lives before. I tried to... Oh, that was my dog. I tried to remain family friendly here for the most part, because my kiddo likes to watch my videos. She doesn't watch my lives. My videos are the family friendly ones. I don't know if I can see her talk to people and be completely family friendly. After 30 minutes, it doesn't. I don't know any other rules for live streaming. It tossed me around for about a week trying to get approved after I got 50 subscribers. And then like searching on it and like talking to people, it's all different answers. So I really have to kind of figure it out. I know that this is only my second live ever. The first one was much easier for me because I was at the Aquarium Nation Expo thing here in Houston. This doesn't cooperate now. There we go. Yeah, I'd love to. I don't really know how any of that works, but always willing. I think that talking to people is much easier than talking to myself, even though I'm pretty good at talking to myself. I heard a few people talk about StreamYard. I have to go on and figure out what that is. I think I'm using I don't remember the name of this app. I said it already too. It's getting late. It's Streamlabs. Yeah. I'm using Streamlabs. I like it because this one I can it automatically puts the chat on the screen. I like watching people's live streams back, but then it looks like they're just talking to themselves because I can't read the chat. I know with smaller streamers, it doesn't let you do the live chat replay anymore. I heard that StreamYard's prices just went up too. A lot of people were leaving it for other things. So I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna try this one and see how it works. $45 a month? Ain't no way. I'm in the wrong business. I shouldn't be doing a YouTube channel. I should be starting a streaming service for streamers instead. Rumble is $10 and you're fully monetized. How does monetization work on Rumble? Like the percentage? I tried looking it up and ain't nobody want to tell me. And you can stream to YouTube. I'll have to check it out. I first have to figure out why I'm banned. I might have to make a new account. Excuse me. Per view. So more like YouTube than like TikTok, where TikTok is like, if you get this amount of people who watch this percentage, you get a penny. TikTok's monetization is stupid. That's not bad. I'm not monetized on anything, so. But yeah, YouTube, just in general, starting and trying to get people to look at my videos is hard. I'm kind of like in a place where like I love the videos that I make showcasing my fish tanks, but like I really want to get into like more. I want to do other things, but like I also understand that like I'm a niche inside of a niche where I do like very specific content right now. I think I just need to branch out more, and that's why I really wanted to do these live streams where I could talk to people. I can imagine. I mean, I think that YouTube is really for people who have a lot of subscribers already. They made it really, really hard for people with like that aren't Mr. Beast or whatever popular YouTuber is. I don't know. I don't keep up, but and they made it real hard for people who aren't like big and famous already to do anything. That's not bad. I mean, it is, but I don't know. I'm always comparing it to TikTok, because TikTok has the absolute worst monetization rate. I was monetized on TikTok for my art, and when I got a check after getting like millions and millions of views on like 10 of my videos, and I got a check for like 25 cents, I didn't want to post on TikTok anymore. See, I want to buy fish food. I am a Hikari fangirl, though. Hikari and the live foods. Hold on. I got these, I get these. I don't know if you can see them all. My fish love these. I almost said shit. Oh my god. Alright. They're flightless fruit flies. And this is their original culture. And I need to split again. I like the fruit flies for fish who are top feeders that typically eat insects, so like betta fish, Medaka, the Gambusia, really like them. The guppies could take it or leave it, but they will eat them. And they can't fly. So especially with tanks that have not the fruit flies, the floaters on top. They'll just like live in between your lid and the floaters. They'll live on top of the floaters. So I like to put the fruit flies in like once a week, and if I forget to like feed my fish, they have fruit flies to go hunt and munch on. I just started culturing microworms and blackworms before that. I have the coolie loaches, and they love worms. Hello, Atomic Warriors. How are you this evening? That sounds pretty fun. I'm doing all right. Watching some fish, chatting. Thank you. They're really great fish. I've got the Yokihis here, and there's some platinums in there as well. If you see this one right here, I just hid that one right there. That is a Daruma, or a half body, short body, whatever you want to call them. They're real easy fish. Nice to look at. I bought some fish. The fish got sick and died, but they laid their eggs in this tank. And those hatched. And then I've got more types of Medaka. Hold on. Let me, sorry, I'm trying to make sure that y'all don't get seasick or anything with the movement. But over here, over here, ignore the gambusia in the background, but right here, there's a little fry right there. Those are low quality Orochi Medaka, which are supposed to be all black. So those were basically the culls that made it. And yeah, this tank is heaterless, yeah. This is actually a 20 long. Let's see. Here we go. Going on a little adventure. So, my empty space. But yeah, it's heaterless. Right now the temperature is approximately 70. So Medaka are pondfish, so if you're interested in keeping them, they can survive light freezes and high temperatures as well. So their range is around 32 degrees Fahrenheit to like 110 degrees Fahrenheit. There is a bit of leeway on those numbers, but that's typically where they're okay. I've seen in Japan they actually keep them with goldfish. These not only are they insect eaters, they are mulm eaters. So if you've noticed how clean this tank is, it's because they eat all the mulm. They also eat duckweed like goldfish. And they are really crafty in eating microfauna. They do eat duckweed. They eat it pretty well. The reason that this tank is so clean and clear is because of the Medaka. What they do really well with, actually, is shrimp. If you have a shrimp tank set up, you can put in some Medaka. It would need to be at least a 10-gallon. We have to take out the babies, but they do really well with shrimp. Medaka will actually eat planaria, so the shrimp won't get it. And they eat and the shrimp will clean the fungus off of the eggs. So they kind of have like a symbiotic relationship. Medaka do eat hydra. If the hydra don't shrink up and get flat, if they can actually get them into their mouths, they will. But they don't seem to be all too worried about the stinging of the hydra at all. I've never had any issues. Yeah, they eat the fungus off of the eggs. The only time that the shrimp will eat the eggs is if they're no good anyway. A lot of people mistake them for eating the eggs, but shrimp don't really do that. I'd like to get some nice bright red shrimp in here once I clean up the scape. As you can see here, this is Valsinaria contortionist, and it has completely taken over the tank. Do rice fish eat their own eggs like roast fish? No, I have never seen a rice fish eat their own eggs. At least in my experience, no. In this tank, I haven't even seen the adults going after the fry at all. Mm-hmm. I think that they're wonderful fish. I would suggest buying from a breeder because of the issues, or of course, I would buy them from a breeder or import them from Japan because the issues that these fish have coming from shops for some reason. There's like a widespread thing of the Medaka that they die real easy. They come in sick, and no matter what medications you throw at them, they just die. So I highly, highly recommend getting them from a breeder or importing eggs over from Japan. If you do get eggs, either from a breeder or importing from Japan, I do recommend also getting a really high quality fry food. Green water and microfauna. Without the microfauna and the green water and a high quality fry food, they will starve to death. They have about a 40% survival rate naturally, like without spiffing up their needs, I guess. So I highly recommend green water, baby brine shrimp when they're a bit older. They have really small mouths. I mean, this Medaka right here, that one is I'd say about a month old. We get like 2 weeks old over here, a month old Over here we get 3 months old. Then we get the adults here. This one's like a couple months old. And then if they'd come forward, here that's an adult. So the Magic small fish food seems great. I'd have to try it out for myself to completely recommend it, but I really like the Hikari Medaka Mai fry food and the Hikari Medaka accelerated growth food. They are hard to get, but hopefully they will be coming to America soon. I heard that it's really good, but when I looked at the ingredients, it doesn't have the any of the ingredients I like to see for Medaka, which are the color enhancing ingredients. I'm not saying I wouldn't feed it to older fish, but I'm really looking for that boost in the color. The high protein diet. I'd really like to try these. The Aquarium Co-op foods. I have used their fry food before, specifically for Medaka, and they like it enough. So for something that I've already tried, I would recommend that for now. Since I haven't tried anything else, I would look for people that have. I've tried and I don't like the first bites from Hikari, for Medaka at least. Gambusia, absolutely love it. The guppies like it. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm recovering from a cold. I'd have to check it out. I've heard some good things. In this tank right here that I'm showing y'all right now, I have the Aquarium Co-op filter. For my needs, keeping nano fish, the coarse filter, the coarse sponge, is not a right fit for me. If I had bigger fish, I'm sure it would be better because it would catch more of their larger excrements. But if I could replace the sponge easier, I would like it a whole ton more. I like all the parts. in my 29 gallon. I want to put the coarser sponge in there and get this tank a new sponge filter. I want a smaller one. Yes, I have Gambusia officinus. I can show you. I love my Gambusia. I breed them for their color. Of course, they don't want to look at me right now. There we go. I scared them enough. Here, my Gambusia. If you can see. You can see that I have some darker color ones. And I have some lighter ones. I'm working real hard. Sorry. I'm working real hard to get them nice and dark. These ones, let's see if I can get more light in here, have the most stunning blue flash. I got them all excited. All I use is sponge filters right now. I don't like Hobbs. Mostly because the way that I do my lids is weird. Since I live in Texas, where it gets really hot, I use reptile lids. And I also use what this one has, which this is like a metal like thing. You would put it on your wall and you would like hang things off of it. And then these are on top and underneath here. I have these, they're called plastic canvas. And on top here and pretty much all my fish tanks that have these types of lids. These are the cheap cutting boards that you can get like at the dollar store. I've found that not a lot of people keep the Gambusias, which I don't know why. I think they're absolutely stunning fish. I love them. I think that they're more hardy than guppies and really underrated. Of course, I do love my guppies. I do have over here, this is my giant guppy female. She's cutie. She's, there we go. She's about 3 inches big. So, I do like her a lot. And I have, smaller guppies. But they do have a lot of health issues, which I don't like. Ooh, I'm sorry, it kicked y'all. I like, I don't keep much in the terms of big tanks. And again, I think that I would like hang on backs more if I didn't do the style of lids that I do. The Gambusia can be mean. I do have my Gambusia in with least killifish, which are live bearers, not killifish. It's just their common name. Because I can never remember their scientific name. I know it begins with like an H or something. And since they've been raised together since they were babies, they do not fight at all. I also have hornwort in that tank for the fry and the least killifish. I'm not a big fan of cichlids for my tanks. It's not that I don't like them or anything, or like think that people that keep them should feel bad or anything like that, but I do like my under 3-inch fish, and you know, not a lot of cichlids are very small. Obviously there are some. Has your formerly Atomic Warriors, right? Excuse me, sorry. Awesome. The only monster fish that I like are koi. I had some koi, but they died in 2021. I understand that. I don't think that they're bad fish. I know people have strong opinions on fish. I do not. I just like what I like. Apparently that's a lot of Medaka. I really like Medaka. They're a short-lived fish. And then, hold on, let's not get y'all sick. I do. Let's see if they're gonna come out of hiding. Yes. These are my beautiful, well, some of them. There's only 3 out. But these are my, well, I see 4. Never mind, 3. These are my coolie loaches. And they're snail friends that are eating their leftover food. There we go. Let's see. A lot of people don't like snails. I love snails. Let's see. Anybody hiding under here? No. Oh yeah. Let's come back. I think that besides the Medaka, my coolie loaches are my favorite fish. I had koi in 2021. Texas got hit by a hard freeze in February, so basically when winter was basically over for us. Didn't have the biggest issue until the power came back on and fried all my outdoor fish. Oops, sorry about that. But alright guys, I'm gonna head off. It's been I've been live for an hour and a half, and it is closer to midnight than I should be up. I will be live again someday. I need to figure it out. I'd like to do one of these lives every week. But it was really nice talking to y'all, and I hope y'all have the greatest time of day where you are, and I'll see you next time. Same fish channel. Bye-bye.